Welcome back to Getting Lunk. It's been a while since you last seen me. And so we're here cycling through these games again. Need to stay fit after all. This time it's going to be a bit different, because I know that there are a lot of you who have busy lives. You got work, families, whatever. You don't have all the time in the world to play video games and work out. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to try and get through these games as fast as possible and give you a time. That way, if you're busy, you have an estimation about how much time you're going to be spending in these games. If you were to ignore all the side quests, skip through all the dialogue boxes, skip cutscenes, and pre-game certain parts. And I know some of you cheeky bastards are going to be out there asking if I'm going to speed through the workout. And the answer is no. Don't try to speed through your workouts. That's very dangerous. You need to make sure you're doing it right. So let's get right into these time trials, shall we? The first exercise is going to be dumbbell curls. Because I'm starting the cycle over again, what I like to do is I like to take 25 pounds off of my max and start there. And I recommend you do the same thing and focus on your form while you still got it, working with the light weight. Anyways, my max for these dumbbell curls last time was 45 pounds. So I'm going to be ending on 25 and I'm starting with 15. And those sets of 8 where I was ending on 50 don't count. And yeah, it's been a while since I made one of these videos. I intended only to take the rest of October off. But I got busy during November. Had to take my cat to the vet a couple of times. Yeah, she's fine. We're just scheduling a teeth cleaning for her is all. I also managed to step on a rusty nail one day. And I've been having to wait for that to heal up before I start this again. Yeah, of course, we can't forget that Arc Raiders just came out. I've been playing the shit out of that. It kind of stopped me from getting right back into schedule when I wanted to. Because, man, that game was real fun. That's what's going on with me. How are you? Go ahead and tell me in the comments. And so for my next set, I'm using a 20-pound dumbbell, and I'm doing 10 reps. So this time, us going through these games, I'm hoping to have a bit of a shorter video format, because there ain't much more I can do with jokes. Maybe I can, maybe you'll see some of them. But for the most part, I'm trying to have like a shorter video format. I'm going to cut the boss fights down. And I'm also going to be playing some new games in between these Zelda games that I'm not going to be time trialing myself on. But it is to, put in something new and keep things rolling for just a little bit longer. If you got any game suggestions that you think might work with this kind of format, put them up. I'll check them out. But yeah, what I was really just planning was to get these time trials done, do a couple of games in between the games, and then there's going to be one last run of games with the Zelda games, in which I'm going to be doing side quests and all that side content. And if you want to see specific side quests and side content, you got to leave a comment, because I might not get to it all. I'm definitely not going to get to it all over 100% the games and all that. And once that's done, I'll pretty much leave this channel for abandoned. Never touch it ever again, but maybe hopefully somebody... And so for my last set, I'm going to be using 25-pound dumbbells. I'm going to be doing 10 reps. And for those that have missed the music, here you go. Next exercise is shoulder shrugs. I'm using 15-pound dumbbells and I'm doing 10 reps. For my next set, I'm using 20-pound dumbbells and I'm doing 10 reps. For my last set, I'm using 25-pound dumbbells and I'm doing 10 reps. For my next exercise, I'm doing stretch band flies. I'm using 80 pounds worth of stretch bands and I'm doing 10 reps. And I know that 80 pounds is way under 25 pounds what I was doing before, but you just have to run with it, okay? For my next set, I'm using 85 pounds worth of stretch bands and I'm doing 10 reps. For my last set, I'm using 90 pounds worth of stretch bands and I'm doing 10 reps. Alright, because we're running out of set triggers, I'm going to be doing stretch band rows and tricep extensions all together. I'm going to be using 70 pounds worth of stretch bands and I'm doing 10 reps on each exercise. For my next set, I'm using 75 pounds worth of stretch bands and I'm doing 10 reps for both exercises. For my last set, I'm going to be using 80 pounds worth of stretch bands and I'm going to be doing 10 reps for both exercises.